than just a man. Deep, demanding dreams breaking through the night, fighting off the shadows, stepping into light. From the depths of sleepless devotion, I rise. Triumph in the coding, see the fire in my eyes. Breaking through the chaos, tearing down the fear, embracing every moment, letting go of tears. We conquer every nightmare, rise above the screams, turning sleepless nights into our debugging dreams. Debugging dreams breaking through the night, fighting off the shadows, stepping into light. From the depths of sleepless devotion, I rise. Triumph in the coding, see the fire. Found my way through the darkness, now the morning gleams. Every sleepless night has shaped my debugging dreams.
Hello? Longest 3 days of your life. Why is that?
Walking down this crowded street, feel the rhythm
Waiting for my stream to come back?
in a world so large and vast. Found a place that fits at last. Creative hearts all around. In their art I
Well, we are back.
together we make this space.
And
Souls find
we're hopefully going to wrap up this bunny today.
we rise so strong. In this place where we belong. Hand in hand we light the way, chasing shadows night to day. In the noise I found my
So I think for now,
made the choice to lift up, not tear
we are probably
trading tears for golden crowns. Mental
this.
to dust.
Yeah, we're just going to get rid of this part. 'Cause we're probably not going to have enough time to do that.
More sorrow, no more gray. In unity we find our way. Talking late under the stars, healing wounds and mending scars.
Let's just do.
Love we stand,
Guess I can just move this like that.
dreams with open hands. Here we are, we rise so strong. In this place where we belong. Hand in hand we light the way, chasing shadows night to day.
So one thing I did want to do here is, so we're going to add another state to the bunny. But if we keep just adding states, and each of these states are like independent of each other, then there's a chance that they're going to overwrite each other. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make like We're gonna make like a queuing system. Which hopefully we can do this real quick. I just want a string list. Where's my string list? I want to be okay. I'm in the same group that this is on. We want an add list element here. Instead of just pushing these values into that string, we're going to add them into this list. Somewhere here, yeah, eating, roaming. Eating. Push that out there. Roaming. Alright, so I don't need, I can just get rid of this completely now. I think. So the idea will be that if there is no state queued up, it'll default to roaming. We want to get list item by index. Feed that into there. Target index is always going to be 1, so I don't need to change that at all. Do something like this. Actually, slow my camera down, it's too fast. Do something like this. No, actually, you can go the first way. Like so. Set this to roaming. I'm going to default this to roaming. I don't think it matters at this point if I default it to roaming. And then if index is out of bounds, just push roaming into there, which means the list here is empty. So now everything just adds its state into the list. Every time we make an action, we just pop the next event off the list. If there isn't one, we just do our default roaming state. So hopefully that gives us a nice little queuing system. Let's bring the spawn point over here so we can see what's happening. Don't think. I think because we did switch this out, and it's not starting with eating. Our eating timer delay is never going to get triggered. So, should be able to just do that. There he goes, doing his eating. Why didn't he do anything after eating? Okay. Didn't do anything because after this finishes, so that should just set here. This needs to reactivate this so it keeps on going once he's done eating. Okay, I don't need that. There he goes, he's eating. Eating again. He's eating again. So there's something wrong there. And the issue is we're never removing anything from this list. Remove list element. Every time Every time this gets an element, we're gonna remove the element from that first index. Yeah, he was hungry. Which means this should only trigger if it gets an element, so it shouldn't ever trigger the remove if it's not getting an element out of the list. So let's try this again.
In the silence of creation, I found my strength. Through every hurdle faced, I went the length. Now the code is flawless, the vision clear. A milestone achieved, overcoming fear. Finally, it compiles everything aligns. A breakthrough built, crossing all the lines. From the depths of struggle to the heights I've dreamed. This is my moment, shining like a beam.
There he goes, he's eating.
We broke through the barriers, tore down the walls, rising from the shadows, answering the call,
Back to roaming.
celebrating every victory, every climb. This breakthrough build, marking our time. Finally, it compiles, everything aligns. A breakthrough build, crossing all the lines. From the depths of struggle to the heights I've dreamed.
I run in here. Hopefully put him in the fleeing state. I feel like it didn't put him in the fleeing state. Wasn't jumping very much. That's okay. That's okay, I think.
We built our dreams,
Roaming flame.
alive. With every line perfected, we continue to thrive. Pizza boxes scattered round, scribbles in the margins. I just swirling
Alright.
faster than the coffee that's dissolved.
So what I want to do,
And eyes are wired to my screen. Gotta get these thoughts out. Feed the frantic pop punk dream. Hey, we're writing legends with greasy pen strokes, tearing
0.5, 0.05.
this late night mania is all that we need. Our digital destiny.
Maybe not 0.05. What do I scale these guys down to?
Soft-stained brainstorming.
0.05.
At random, these scribbles turn
If I leave this at 1,
and play, chugging energy in tandem, forging madness till day. Night air humming, loud adrenaline's on blast, creativity's exploding. We're living way too fast. We're making something epic from these scraps of dough and ink. When the sunrise hits, we'll watch this legend sing. Hey, we're writing legends with greasy pen strokes, tearing through power chords, fueled by silly jokes. This late night
actually,
is all that we need. Our digital destiny.
let's just do this. Need a attach node.
We're shouting out the lines, half delirious, half inspired. Pizza boxes keep the stories from being retired. Every scribble gets a chord, every chord gets a cheer. We're unstoppable tonight. Who needs sleep here? Hey, we're writing legends with greasy pen strokes, tearing through power chords, fueled by silly jokes. This late
Let's
is all that we need. Our digital destiny, pop punk guarantee. We'll laugh at all the chaos
this in
and the
here.
anthems we've devised. When this caffeine crash comes, we'll dream the next surprise.
We want parent here be
It's still not gonna compile when I run it on Monday. It breaks. I'll be bugging all week. I'll be bugging all week. Not a way to relax. Not a way to detox.
let's on start attach that.
But I broke it on Monday. Really broke it. Have you still not built it? I made it again.
Then what we want to do
Fight hidden well in my code base. Every comment's a misled. And as night fades to day, still no way to debug without clarity.
gonna add this rock to this group as well.
Took 100 billion,
Initial visibility's off.
ripping my soul, draining the runtime out. Down in the void, nullify.
We're gonna do here.
Who shall stay and who shall exit? Say the magic words, say them if you wanna win. Say the line and say it again. Say again, say again. Hello world. Say the magic words, say them if you wanna win. Say the line and say it again. Say again.
We're going to
Hello world. Say the magic words, say them if you wanna win. Say the line and say it again. Say it
make it visible
again. Hello world. Bugs from below.
and detach it.
Ripping my soul, draining the runtime out. Down in the void,
We're gonna delay.
my joys, bugs. Who shall stay and who shall exit?
For say 20 seconds. We're gonna reattach it and make it invisible. And then we're gonna borrow this logic. To go. And we'll go and add
It's my only light. Lines of
the state into the list.
silent night. Isolation tastes like metal on my tongue. My eyes are heavy, but this storm has just begun. Loneliness is creeping in, pounding like a drum. I'll bury myself in code, but the static still hums. Anxious footsteps tapping in my mind. Desperate for some solace I
Then
find. I'm lost in the swirling storm, coding through the pain. My heartbeat's amplified, but I can't escape the rain.
we are another branch here.
Let it break these walls tonight.
Feed this into
Through the solitude, craving a glimpse
looping.
handshake on the
This just needs to trigger that. And on start here, we'll set a random delay for when that will happen too.
Lightning sparks in my head, thunder echoes inside. I feel the pressure building, no place to hide. I coded my
So there's nothing there on the back.
locked with my own fear. But maybe if I sing this code, someone somewhere will hear. I'm lost in a swirling storm, going through the pain. My heart beats amplified, but I can't escape the rain. If there's hope out there, let it break these walls tonight. I'm reaching through the solitude, craving a glimpse of light. All the echoes fade for a moment in my mind. A fragile piece emerges, if only I can find connection in the silence, a spark within the code. A fragile flame of promise.
Something's not working there. I'm guessing that started the poop animation. Something's not hooked up right there. So the one thing that I know for sure is that we'll just go right back to triggering that. That keeps the loop going. Is visible, detach, reattach. All right, let's try that again.
I stare into a cracked reflection, pixels for my eyes. Each light feels like oxygen, feeding me these lies. I pace through the night with hopes flicker in my chest, but deeper truths forgotten in the haze of trending plays.
You're not just clicks and follows, there's more behind the glass. Validation's fleeting currency, gone so very fast. If we let the world define us by a shallow scrolling sum, we'll lose the spark inside us, the soul we're running from. We want more than numbers blinking on our screens, craving honesty where our hearts shine unseen. Step beyond illusions, become who we're meant to be. Unshackled
Pretty sure he should have pooped by now.
authenticity. I see the stress behind your
So just real quick, we're gonna put a log in here so I know when he's supposed to.
hide in data's ebb and flow. Let your voice ring true, unchain yourself tonight. There's a life beyond the metrics.
We'll just trigger from this. Let's
Flashing on our screens, craving honesty where our hopes shine unseen. We refuse to be defined by the chase for endless cloud. Our truth defies the algorithm. Let it all pour out. Close your eyes. You are more than stats. Hear your heartbeat. Let it guide you back. Spent so many hours on these loops, I can't recall the sun. Days blur into late night coding, never sure if I've won. The guilt is eating at my core, it's etched in every line. I neglected life outside, chasing deadlines in my mind.
Seconds tick like bombs, the pressure suffocating. I'm drowning in the loop, my own regrets pulsating. Every
It's eating right now.
that I'll let slip away. Echoes in the silence, haunting me night and day.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light. Hoping
Should be pooping right now.
to make these wrongs feel
Nothing.
from endless loops of sorrow. I'm yearning to
So why are we not getting anything?
a newfound resolve inside me, praying it sets me free.
I run in circles, trapped by code that's twisting up my soul.
So I know this triggers being hit because that log's happening.
Reaching a goal.
Should happen.
I kept on red, but now I'm stepping forward, done repeating what I've said. Guilt can be a burden, yet it's also a sign. It's calling you to wake up, to redraw the line. Let the tears lead to healing. Let
So
your
it should be making this visible. Is visible.
behind.
I'm crying out through all this pain, searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the
Starting this 20-second delay.
from endless loops of sorrow. I'm yearning to break free.
20-second delay makes it invisible again.
It sets me free.
Reattaches it. So why isn't...
I'm stepping off this hamster wheel, reclaiming
Oh,
every breath.
let's just change the initial visibility to on so we can see that it's there. It's right there. Why is it right there? Why is it not attached?
Searching for a light, hoping to rewrite the past to make these wrongs feel right. From endless loops of sorrow, I'm finally breaking free. A newfound resolve inside me. This time I choose me. I've laid my guilt to rest, to start again at dawn.
So it's not doing anything. Hey, Nutri.
I'm ready
How's it going?
My sink is overflowing, got no time to scrub a dish. I'd rather slay a dragon made of code than grant one grown-up wish. Pizza crust is ancient, but I'm lost in epic quests. My chores can wait another day, I'm sure they'll pass the test. Hey, I'm chasing pixel glory. Forget
Imagine having a score just under 15k versus 62k. Are you comparing my score to your score? Because keep in mind, my 13k has 5 copies of my bunny in here, plus the original one.
the dust on every shelf reflects my questionable pride. I'd laugh
So all of this is duplicated 5 times over there. And this one has
hear me shout
most of that logic too.
compiles, but I'd rather crash a program than fold clothes into
Stamp by itself only has 1.1k.
reality is knocking, it's pounding at my door, but I'll pretend I'm AFK, cause I've got lines of code galore.
62k on your crocodile. Holy. I mean, is that all like static meshes though? From trying to do like the texture on the alligator?
By pixel flames, hey, I'm chasing pixel glory.
Because like my textures here are like 6 rocks.
Coding is never time defiled. So call me lazy, say I'm stuck in a fantasy phase. I'm oceans to conquer. Mop the floor, why bother?
Why is this not staying attached?
Sit and wait while I chase my source code highs. This self-deprecating madness keeps me feeling so alive. Hey, I'm chasing pixel glory. Forget that laundry pile. Time spent coding is never time to file.
Alright, well, let's do this.
I'm stuck in a fantasy phase. I'm building worlds with these lines. Never wasted days. Never wasted days. Never wasted days. Ignore the chores. Press the keys. Raise a rebel blaze.
Welcome back. Okay, so now it's still not attached. Your Prime sub won't be available until March 3rd. That's alright. What am I attaching? We're trying to make the rabbit poop.
I can't get it out of here. And oh no.
I think what I need to do is this.
It's craziness. And causes stress, causes pain. And it won't stop repeating.
Yes.
Trying everything.
Yes.
None of it makes sense. It's really getting increased.
This needs to go to the target child. I have these backwards actually. Poop needs to be child. This needs to be the parent. On game start, on game start. Okay, so it's actually there. It's on his head for some reason, which is interesting that that's where it attached to. It definitely is crazy how much logic goes into this stuff. Like, he just pooped, detached itself, but because it was on his head, he's carrying it on his back. It doesn't have physics enabled. And it disappears. So it's like partially working now. That's where you keep your poo at. Good to know. Where's the pivot point? That's probably what it is. Yeah, this rock's pivot point is all the way up here. So, and since it's not a group, and I don't want to make it a group, what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna make We're going to feed a vector in here for an offset. And that's going to be... That's going to be like an offset of 10 on the y-axis. And probably like -3. Yeah, I just don't want to make it a group because of the way that it's already intertwined with the rabbit and all that stuff. I don't want to risk breaking any of that stuff.
In the silence of the code, I find my strength. Every hurdle faced, I go to any
So that offsets it to attach it to his butt.
syntax struggles break through the night. With every line I write, I embrace the fight. Syntax struggles tearing me apart, but I hold on to the spark within my heart. Through the frustration and the endless fight, I keep
And then when he poops,
chasing the
comes unattached, but it floats there. So what we're gonna do then is we're just gonna nudge it a little bit. So let's get our physics force node.
every moment, letting courage flow. Smashing walls of frustration, our spirits ignite. Pushing through the struggles, turning darkness into light. Syntax struggles tearing me apart.
We will use this actor. We'll do like a -1. Might be too much.
Chasing the light.
And then we're just going to do on actors detached, apply that force. Global direction, so it's always down. Hopefully that doesn't cause some like weird physics thing where it makes the rabbit go flying in outer space.
Code like lifelines in the dead of
But it won't be the first time that this rabbit's been an astronaut.
my mind, chasing down perfection, leaving doubt behind. Heartbeat syncing with the flashing lights, pressure mounting higher, reaching for new heights. Can I push through the chaos, make it to the end, or crumble under stress? Let this moment bend. Release, escape, panic, racing against time. Fear of letting go, but I'm crossing the line. Heavy guitars crashing, echoing my fight. In this frantic moment, I ignite the night.
There we go. Now, that was a little aggressive.
Every push a battle, living out
A little bit aggressive of a poop.
like mountains, shadows in
But he pooped, it fell to the ground.
my adrenaline pushing through
A few seconds later here,
silence of the
it should
start to
disappear,
finding strength within
reattach,
afraid through the sleepless nights and end
and now the next time he poops, we'll get to see what it would normally look like if it starts out invisible.
racing against time. Fear of letting go, but I'm crossing the line. Heavy guitars crashing, echoing my fight in this frantic.
I think we're gonna get rid of the blocks too. I thought the blocks would be a neat little effect when it disappeared, but I don't like the way that it looks, so we'll get rid of the blocks when it disappears. Why did that?
Breaking through the barriers, tearing down the fear. Facing every challenge, letting courage steer. We
This is because
rise above the strain.
the offset
Stay
is global,
the chains.
which is a problem.
Panic, racing against time.
Location offset
I'm crossing the line. Heavy guitars crashing, echoing my fight in this frantic moment. I ignite
location offset.
Days here, the fear subsides. From panic to triumph, I found my stride.
Alright, so I guess what we are gonna do, so let's see if I make this a group by itself. Hopefully this doesn't break anything else.
Inherited chaos, tangled in
Do like that.
old projects left behind, shadows I can't find. Every line a memory, every bug a scar, struggling with the past, wondering who we are.
And then I will need
Whispers of mistake,
this guy
night, trying to break free, searching for the light.
to point at that group,
Let the old ways go,
and we'll get rid of the offset completely.
bound by legacy, moving too slow.
Change this force to negative 0.5.
Haunted by the echoes of forgotten shelves, fighting through the shadows, seeking clarity, breaking chains of yesterday, finding me.
Why is it not attached?
Lines of spaghetti, tangled with my doubts. Every fix a battle, every step about. Inherited baggage, weighing on my soul. But I'm pushing through the darkness, reaching for the goal. In the silence of the night, I face my fears. Letting go of burden, shedding all the tears. Legacy doesn't define me. I rise above, embracing new beginnings, guided by self-love. In the silence of the night, I face my fears. Letting go of burden, shedding all the tears. Legacy doesn't define me. I rise above, embracing new beginnings, guided by self-love. Shattering the echoes, tearing down the walls. Rising from the ashes, answering the calls. We break the legacy, redefine our path. Moving past the shadows, escaping aftermath.
Still right there. Didn't reattach to the thing.
Fighting through the darkness, finding my own way. Embracing who I am, stepping into the day. Breaking
So let's set all of these snap to target, snap to target, snap to target. Station offset references. Guess we'll see if that makes any difference. No. So why, when it's a group, it doesn't attach to the group? Or I have
Duct tape solutions galore. Hearts racing like it's heartbreak. Can't handle one crash more. Caffeine's fueling my meltdown, comedic rage in tow. I'll smash 1,000 keys until I've won the show. Each failure's just a step on this patchwork ride. I'm band-aiding my heartbreak, can't hide my pride. We're almost there, one more fix to survive. Then this sloppy patch will finally go live. Hey, I'm on a bug hunt, chasing down this code. Patching it together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the trauma, raging at the glitch.
this one.
Get back together with my big sloppy fix.
It's the actor reference for skeleton.
Holding my breath. Every line's on trial, standing up to the test. Once the green check flashes, we'll be dancing in the night. Say goodbye to heartbreak, everything's alright. Hey, I'm on
So this target child
together so it doesn't explode. Laughing through the trauma, raging at the glitch. I'll piece it back together with my big sloppy fix. I'm slapping on that band-aid.
needs to be this instead of this. Let's see what that does. There we go. So the issue was that the actual rock was what was attached to the skeleton of the bunny to move with the bunny, but the group wasn't. So the physical group was staying in place while the rock itself was moving. You had to let the dog out, so you have to rewatch some parts. That's alright. I have all of my VODs are saved on Twitch as well as YouTube, so you can watch them anywhere. I mean, this rabbit likes to fling his poop out of him. I will say from my personal perspective, I would much prefer people to watch the VODs on Twitch over on YouTube. Or I mean on YouTube over on Twitch. Now that it makes much... Rabbit, what are you doing to that poor polar bear? Not that it matters at all right now. But one day, hopefully, when I can monetize my YouTube channel, the ads that get played on the VOD on YouTube would pay out to me, whereas any ads that play on the VODs on Twitch don't pay out to the streamer. They all just go to Twitch for the VOD. You only get the ads on Twitch while you're live. My YouTube's not anywhere close to being monetized. I think you need like 500 subscribers or something, and I have maybe 46, I think, last time I checked. Let's do this.
My mind's a war zone, every line is on the brink. I sift through broken logic, terrified to blink. Each arrow's like a dagger, stabbing through the screen. The meltdown's
Yeah, I mean, I think just in general, like all my content on YouTube is this, right? So when, if/when Everywhere fully releases, and if it takes off, maybe more people will be interested in this type of content. There we go. He just pooped. I thought I got rid of the bricks or the blocks. Maybe I didn't. Pooped again. Alright, so the pooping's working. Let me get rid of those blocks. It's this guy. None. Let's bring this guy up in here. Let's make sure. Let's make sure everything here. Yeah, a couple things didn't get added to the group correctly. Let's add this guy here. What was the other thing that's not? Is it that log? Yeah, that's just gonna get deleted anyways. Everything's in there now. Let's take this, duplicate. Shrink. Zero 0.1. 0.1. This needs to be 4. Negative 3.25. We double check that on one of these guys. 5, 4.25. Alright, so I did increase it a little bit. Five, 4. This guy needs to have a radius of, I think, 5. I think like a height of maybe 2. Collapse that logic. Put him down on the floor here. Doesn't have to be perfect, he'll fall down to the floor anyways. I have a good idea of what happened. It's that. Because the thing that it's... Yeah. But it, why is it visible though? Paws are back in the sky. He just pooped. It is a very powerful poop. It's making it bounce off the ground, so we're gonna adjust that. I don't know, I thought I made it not visible at the start. We'll see here. Alright, it goes away.
My voice might crack, my thoughts might fade. Still I cling to the screen, I can't turn away. A million wreck or shine. Every second's do or die, every breath on the line. I'm caught in the
There he goes. He pooped again. Alright, so let's see if we can. I doubt I can find the stuff in the stamp. We're just gonna delete this guy. I have to make the adjustments over here. Initial visibility off. Initial visibility off. So why is it visible at the start? We're going to change this to negative 0.1, just a very tiny amount of force. Why is it visible on start? Set that to keep world. Duplicate. 0.05. Zero 0.1, 0.1, 5, negative 4.25. Collapse logic. Yeah, why is the poop visible? It's visible on him too. I think we're just gonna have to trigger the visibility node that makes it invisible on start too. There he goes. He pooped. It didn't bounce off the ground. Poop went away. A lot of pellets can fill a garden. So I think for the scope of the stamp jam, he's only gonna poop one pallet. But beyond the stamp jam, that's a much better poop. Beyond the stamp jam, we could see if we'd have multiple pallets come out. Should the poop slightly sink into the ground and then disappear? I wish I could have it like fade.
Through trials and errors we ride the wave, bloodshot every function saved, we feel more engraved.
The poop palette is maybe a little bit big for the rabbit, but that's okay. I just need it to not be visible at the start. So we're going to delete that one. Come back in here. And we're just going to activate this on start. I don't know why it's... Yeah, this is getting triggered by... only when he's in that state, so I don't know why it's visible at the start. This initial visibility on both of these being off should be making it invisible. But doing that makes it invisible, so we'll live with that. Make it sink into the ground. Let me think for a second here. So this delay so if I do a move mode of this actor, Z index, yeah, we'll do 2 over 1 second linear world space. Start. And then on finished, now on the blown up model here, that might not look exactly right, but on the shrunken one it should. Let's see.
Endless nights, eyes heavy, minds a shattered state. Chasing every deadline, feeling every weight. Coffee stains on paper, shadows on the wall. Every sacrifice a question, wondering if I'll fall. Pressure mountain higher,
Ooped.
can't escape the grind. Lost in this obsession, peace I cannot find. Every step I take, another piece breaks free. Burnout's closing in, consuming me. I'm drowning in the darkness, can't find my way out. Every breath is heavier, filled with doubt.
It reattached before it did it.
Sweat drips on the keyboard, fingers numb and sore. Mind's a battlefield, fighting demons at the core. Every line I write feels like a battle.
Unfinished.
But the
reattach. We're actually going to, just for the sake of testing, I don't think I can actually, because I could set the default to pooping, but then he's just gonna chain poop, isn't he? Yeah, he would just chain poop. So we're just gonna leave it. We'll watch. We'll wait. This is exciting content. Watching a rabbit, waiting for it to poop. Here's the poop. How did I ever made an animal poop in this game?
Watching you navigate the lines, echoes of my past. Every stumble, every step, hoping they will last. Sharing all my knowledge, seeing fear turn to fire.
Why did it go up? Why did it go up? Did I not do a negative number? I did not do a negative number. Here's the poop. It doesn't clip through the ground. Doesn't clip through the ground. Why doesn't it clip through the ground?
You've walked the roads I once did roam. Now you're lighting up the way back home. Passing the torch, the
So let's do it this way. We're gonna set to none. Do a sequence here just to make sure that these are done in order. Set to none, then start. So I'm pretty sure with that whole conversation in Discord that that Mike started, we've kind of come to the conclusion that when you apply a physics force to an object, regardless of what collision profile you have selected in the dropdown, it changes it to physics enabled when a force is applied to it. So if that's true, then when I do this and set it back to no collision at all, maybe that will allow the move to let it clip through the floor. I don't know. I don't know why it won't go through the floor. Maybe that's normal. I've never used a move node to try to make something go through a floor. But like, the rocks on the rabbit clip through the floor. So we'll see. Your deer goes through rocks and border walls when you sit on it. That's no good. There we go. There we go. That's what you wanted, Trench.
I'm breaking through midnight, meltdown turning into light. All this burnout can't contain my will to fight. I'll shatter every demon screaming in my ear. Heavy wrist behind me, my purpose is clear.
Just gonna check that it repeatedly does the same thing, and setting the collision profile doesn't break things. It looks alright.
Ideas clash like titans, tension fills the air. Communication breaks down, misunderstandings grow.
Alright. Alright, let's shrink this guy down. Zero 5. I'm gonna go in here and 0.1. Yeah, I still don't know what causes the weird color effects on things when they're close to the ground. I don't think anyone's ever explained that. It's got to be some weird like lighting effect, right? That's interesting. You asked ages ago, and that was at the very beginning. There's this little poop. What's going on here?
We've wrestled with the tension. Now we rise above. Standing strong together, fueled by our love.
Why is it broken when it's shrunken down?
We face the storm. Now we see the sun. Temptations behind us, united as one.
Lines of code reflect the state inside my head. Each function calls for balance where my thoughts have fled. Reorganizing systems, both digital and real. Seeking harmony and clarity in how I feel. Breaking down the barriers, cleaning up the mess. Refactoring every part, striving for success. Patterns emerge.
Why is the poop broken when it's shrunk down?
Over a new leaf with each passing day. Refactor my mind, redefine who I am. Rebuild my habits, let the old ways disband. Coping with the struggles, finding strength inside. Renewed and revitalized, let my spirit rise.
Let's go make sure.
Optimizing pathways, streamlining my
It's
clearing out the clutter, letting new
It's-
ideas grow.
it's like it's not even working at all. It's not trying to go anywhere, and it's not resetting. So none of the logic that's supposed to happen after he pooped looked like it was going. So let's see if on the big guy it's broken. So if that's the case, then I just broke it. But if that's not the case,
Refactor my mind, redefine.
then something weird's going on.
Rebuild my habits, let the old ways disband. Coping with the struggle.
Yeah, it works on the big guy, but not on the little guy.
Let my spirit rise. Shifting all the patterns, tearing down the walls, embracing every moment, answering the calls. We refactor our lives, embrace the change.
Let's
Moving
duplicate this guy.
forward.
We're gonna make all of our adjustments before we shrink him down. 0.1, 0.1, 5, negative 4.25. No, that's not the thing I wanted to press. 0.05. The only thing I want to change here, wherever this is, this needs to be 2, this needs to be 5.
Wondering how it ends. Shadowed by the doubt that whispers in my ear. Am I just an imposter living in my fear? Codes of tangled mess, errors stack like my regrets. Trying to find my place, but I'm stuck in silhouettes.
Glow stick that you could throw.
Coding lines of thought, spiraling inside, chasing validation.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Compile a crack in my disguise, searching for the confidence behind these weary eyes. Echoing screams inside my mind. Breaking through the walls.
Just make some object that has a light source attached to it. And instead of blowing up, it just stays out there.
Imposter syndrome, a shadow I can't shake. Every success I burn feels like a mistake. Comparing every step to the masters in the field, questioning my worth, wondering what's real. Tangled in the code, tangled in my mind, searching for the truth that I can't seem to
There's his poop.
find.
Am I gonna make like ammo for it? You know? Maybe? I think when we get the macro node, I'll probably package up a lot of the logic individually, so then other people can create the things that you can throw and just attach it to the macro. Okay, so why is the move logic? I'm pretty sure it's the move logic. Which I'm also pretty sure that there's absolutely zero chance that I can find that move node. In this pile of stuff. So if it is something with shrinking, let's put this back to 1. Right here. Let's lift this guy way up here. Hello? Why am I stuck in this text box? What is this? Why is there a random... How did that get all the way up there? Wait, this is a cylinder trigger volume. Oh, because the numbers scaled up when I scaled it back up. Okay. Okay. I know what happened. We're just gonna delete you. Take another copy of you. Bring this move node up. That's not the move node, sorry. This move node we're gonna bring up. And then we'll do our 5, 4.25. I should just set these numbers on the big model and see how crazy that gets. That.
From the first line of code to the heights we've reached, every challenge
0.05.
climbing up the ladder, yet the sky's the limit. Endless path before us, every step is vivid.
Use world space, 0.2, duration 1, linear, no loops. That doesn't change anything about this guy. It's still connected.
Miles we've crossed, but the journey's just begun. There's no line we've lost. New horizons calling, dreams that never fade. With every dawn arriving, new foundations laid. Infinite potential shining in our eyes.
If there's some issue
Opportunities reaching for the sky.
with that move node, when scaling it down, that's going to be a little annoying if I can't have the rabbits poop fade away like that.
Seen your roles behind us, but the future's bright. Every project's a new chance to ignite. Learning never ends, there's always more to see. Unlocking every door, setting our minds free. In the echoes of our triumphs, hear the call. Together we're invincible, we won't fall. Electronic dreams and guitars, grand embrace. Symbolize our journey, limitless space. Infinite potential shining in our eyes. Boundless opportunities reaching for the skies. We're unstoppable together, breaking every wall. With grand horizons before us, we can have it all. Pushing past the limits, soaring through the night.
Let's do something like
Moment, shining ever bright.
log.
Spirits intertwined. Endless possibilities.
Have this move node unstopped, unfinished.
Shining in our eyes, boundless opportunities reaching for the sky.
Let's see if maybe for some reason it's not triggering the finish.
We can have it all.
It's triggering the stop. And if that's the case, I don't really care. I can just attach the on stop to the same logic as the unfinished. I don't, if something's preventing it from fully finishing the move, I don't really care. I still just want it to reset so it can happen the next time it's supposed to happen. There's the poop. Neither one has gone off yet. So that move node, for some reason, is not being triggered.
The journey never ends, endless dreams await.
when it's shrunk down. But it is when it's not shrunk down. So how does that make any sense?
Battered laptops shoved in backpacks, lunch breaks on the run. Sneaking into the computer lab, our code battles just for fun. Keyboards clacking in a rhythm, jokes scrawled on the walls. We're chasing tiny breakthroughs down these echoing high school halls. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Random bits of brilliance in the middle of the
It's logic.
huddled round us.
How does shrinking it have any effect whatsoever?
Never ends. This high school coding club became our secret band of friends.
Okay.
We scribble code like diaries.
Is there... Okay, there is an on start.
Rewinding lines and errors. We'll fix
So
them
on
all
start.
away. And in each silly prank, there's a spark that keeps us strong. A faith that we can build the world we've dreamed of all along. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams unbreakable at heart. Remember silly pranks and glitches.
There's no connection on the start here. You see that?
Screens are cracked and time's moving fast. We'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Now we're older, but these moments still ignite our souls. The battered
So it is
laptops,
never being
the
triggered.
laughter, the stories we told. Every snippet of code still glimmers in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind.
Because
Older, but these moments still ignite.
somebody here
The battered laptops, the laughter, the
didn't add these nodes to the group.
every snippet of code still glimmers in our mind. A testament to how we never left that spark behind. Hey, we're gonna code our dreams
That's
unbreakable at heart.
100% my fault.
Remember silly pranks and glitches shining like our art. Though the screens are cracked and time's moving fast, we'll hold these memories tight, these coding dreams will last. Our high school hallways fade, but our future
0.1.
burning bright. We'll code the next horizon like we did
0.1.
every night.
5. Negative 4.25. Group. 0.5. 0.05. 2. 5.
Late nights in the office, shadows on my mind.
Logic collapsed.
Like burdens, expectations intertwined. Every commit,
Funny.
judgment, every push.
On the floor.
Tests, balancing the chaos, striving for my
Play.
best.
Pressure mounting, higher deadlines close.
Now, all the logic is actually there.
Raging, where do I begin? Facing all the doubts, fighting through the
Instead of some pieces of it missing.
closure, masking all the pain.
Facing strong in the storm, never losing sight. Through the shadows and the chaos we ignite. Holding steady in the whirlwind, hearts remain. Roaring through the pressure, breaking every chain. Team relies on me, every move a stake. Guiding through the darkness, no room for mistakes. And turn away, pressing doubts I can't erase. But I rise above it all, find my
Faded away.
place.
Fades away pretty fast when he's shrunk.
silence of the night, I find my strength within. Through the trials and the fears, let the healing begin. Together we can face the shadows, break the chains apart. With every step we take.
I just want to make sure that he will poop again. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's just take our I put the move node back down so it's not sticking out anymore. Can I... Let's make this 2 seconds.
Scribbled notes are scattered. I'm haunted by mistakes. Prototype after prototype, each one seems to break. I'm chasing visions through the chaos, but they slip out of view. Every glitch feels personal, like I'm coming unglued. Codes unraveling, I'm caught in the debris. Night after night, it's a war inside of me. But somewhere in this wreckage, the dream still shines. I'll keep forging forward, I won't leave it behind. I'm rising from the
Fades away. That's still kind of fast, but I think that's okay for now.
Memory leaks and phantom bugs, they taunt me in the night. I question my devotion, am I losing sight? Yet something in me won't surrender, though the code might fray. I'm building worlds from fragments I can't turn away. Keep breathing through the errors, there's promise in this fight. Our broken prototypes can still birth something bright. A masterpiece lies hidden, stitched in lines you wrote.
Yeah. That's pretty good, I think. So now it's a pretty good stopping point, because I think for the most part we're finished here. We're gonna create a stamp, roaming bunny, logic collapsed. Logic. I noticed somebody pointed out that there is no animal. Tag, which is kind of funny considering we're making animals. But there's an alien. Like, there's an alien tag. There's not an animal tag? I'll do physics. And One thing I do need to test, because I've seen this break so many times before, is I'm gonna go load the stamp into a separate arc and see if pivot points moved and animations aren't working right. Should hopefully work just fine. Let's go into our test arc here. Apparently I leveled up somehow. I don't know what that little screen was. Okay, so our spawn is over here. Stamps, my stamps. These are clearly not in alphabetical order. Roaming bunny. Why is it so big? I gotta figure that out. It shouldn't spawn in that big. It should spawn in this size. That's because I just scaled the whole group down and it made it a stamp. See, this is exactly what I was afraid of. That something wasn't going to carry over correctly in the stamp. Let's set that a little bit higher. So something is not attached correctly in this stamp. Somehow okay, that's there. It's there. That's there. It's gonna probably be a little crazy. Ooh. So a lot of that weird physics, I think, is because it's so big and the animations are set for it being small. But why is its body just not attached? Interestingly enough, body's the piece that we turned into a group by itself. Then switch things over. So I'm wondering if that's related here. Made it a stamp. So hopefully we can do this 0.05. Let's put these guys next to each other. One works, one doesn't. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but the one that is the stamp that I loaded in is the one that's working correctly. And the two that I was building off of are the ones that are not working correctly. Okay, so first what we need to do is let's get rid of that. This. I go 0.05, ungroup, group, roaming, funny. Actually, why is that all the way up there? I don't know. Duplicate this, and we're going to do that. 0.05, ungroup group. What that should do is now the group is scaled 1, but everything in it's scaled down.
I'm on the edge of breaking free. It's time to face myself.
Tearing down the walls of insecurity tonight. The doubts that used to hold me fading, harsh new light. I'm stronger than I realize. My skills now hitting a light. Standing tall, unstoppable. I'm learning how to fly.
Okay, I didn't change the numbers,
I gave my fears a platform.
but it's staying together now.
Them shout inside my brain.
So confused.
Now I've caught the lie. I won't bow to that refrain. These skills were
It's not collapse the logic. Let's get in here.
when I know what's at stake.
0.1. 0.1.
Strength is waiting where you thought that you
5.
trust in your
Negative 4.25.
the words you speak. You're closer to the truth than your mirrors claim to see. Let
Logic collapsed. Play.
dignity.
I feel the chain reaction. My doubts start to fade. You're
Okay. So now, create stamp. Still stays together. Now, stamps, my stamps. Am I gonna have 2 roaming bunnies in here is my question. I do have 2 roaming bunnies in here now. So let's take a screenshot of this one. Get the bunny. So now I know which roaming bunny it is, right? This one's not got the screenshot and this one does. If I add this to the arc, adds the right size, which is good. When I add the stamp, the ones that aren't the stamp break. I mean, they're not really broken. The body's just simply not attached. Which is very interesting, actually. However, let's do this. Roaming bunny. Roaming bunny. Let's just get rid of both of those. Stamps, my stamps. Is there a way to delete stamps? Archive. It's the other one now. Roaming bunny, archive, yes. Now, my stamps. Okay, I think they're gone now. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to do this real quick because I gotta get going. Have this group. Let's go in the group.
Stepping up from the shadows, now I'm in the light, guiding through the chaos, through the night.
Let's get an actor reference to the actual body.
Balancing the pressure with everything I do.
Then this attach here. We're going to attach both of these children too. We're going to do the same trick. here.
Balancing the tasks,
That's
of trust I build. Every decision weighs, every hope falls
0.1,
in their eyes, lifting up the dreams. But sometimes I wonder what it all really means.
0.1, 5, negative 4.25.
But together we rise, let the journey begin. With every step we take, we grow and we learn. In the fire of leadership,
0.05,
taking the lead, standing by your
ungroup, group,
together
roaming funny,
let our strength collide. Though doubts may linger, our hearts remain strong. In this unified team where we all belong.
2, 5,
Rising above the fears, tearing down the walls, embracing every challenge, answering
create stamp,
we lead with courage, united we
logic collapsed.
Something greater, hand in hand, taking the lead, standing by your side. Together we'll conquer, let our strengths collide. Though doubts may
Let's get my camera to be a little bit slower here.
in this unified team where we all belong.
we found our way.
Together
Together we'll conquer.
I think that's working. So we're gonna do one last test again. We're gonna put this into a different arc.
Hope once lived in my keyboard, each line a spark of light. But I'm losing track of reasons, trapped in endless night.
I watch the code twist into knots I can't untie.
Motivations and
Rid of that.
scared to even try.
Stamps, my stamp.
Glow in me has died. Where once I found redemption, now I'm lost inside. Project used to guide me, now it's
I'll make sure I save the stamp. The logic collapsed.
into shadows. Until
Put them down there.
one's there. I'm sinking in these tangled threads of code and quiet fear. Desperate for a breakthrough voice that finally
Nope, still broken.
once bright lines are faded, collapsing under doubt. I'm crying for a moment of clarity.
So that's what we're gonna figure out on Thursday. Is why on earth stamp is broken when it's brought into another arc.
See the project mocking me, a labyrinth of pain. My dreams are choking in the gloom, and I'm the one to blame.
And then
I sense your silent
once we figure that out, we'll submit the stamp.
every bracket closing in, fuel
Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday is when it's due.
reignite the hope you left behind.
So if we get it fixed on Thursday,
Been confined
we'll
in these tangled threads of
we'll go from there.
quiet fear. Desperate for a break,
If I don't get it, it works just fine here.
once bright lines are faded.
But if I load it in as the stamp, not the model that I made the stamp out of,
Clarity, pull me out.
Nights grow darker, each loop a twist of fate.
But even in the blackest hour, it's never too late.
I cling to fragments of a dream.
Searching for release, let the music draw
Okay, that time everything broke. So there's some weird thing going on here. If I delete that one,
I'm crawling out. The project breathes again.
it's back to working. So I don't know exactly what the issue is, but we will do our debugging on Thursday. I'm just going to see if saving a different version of the stamp makes any difference here. Yeah, I mean, it's working just fine there. But yeah, we will debug this on Thursday. Spend the whole stream just figuring out how to make sure everything's going to work well. So when it gets pulled into another art to be used, it's working. And then we'll submit it before the end of the stream Thursday night. So we're going to get out of here. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying. If there's anyone new out there that's watching and you're enjoying the content, please feel free to hit that follow button. We'll be back Thursday night, same time. So I hope to see you all then. Bye.